Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I think it's mostly afternoon. Let's see. Well, it still could be good morning out in California. If you're watching on the live stream, hey, thanks for joining. I got some breaking news I want to share with you, a couple updates from the industry. So if you would just take a moment and say hello, just say hello into the comments box, whether we're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. Come on, just say hello. We want to get the live stream started, and always there's some small delay. It's Friday. It's been a busy week. How's your week finishing up? Well, I tell you, every day seems to be really intense lately. Alan Cooper, good morning, mate. I always love being welcomed by an Aussie because no one uses the word mate except for them. Dean Evans, superstar, fuel. Let's fuel it out. Brian Toole, Leanna, come on. John, Jerry. All right, great. Hey, I'm really excited to just take a few moments with you and just share some things that are on my heart right now. So we just released just a few moments ago our latest research report following on the heels of a breakthrough report on Google SEM. We just released a report for Autoweb. Jared Rowe is the CEO of Autoweb. And good morning, Cassie. Good afternoon, Cassie. Hey, Cassie, while we're on the live stream, let me just put out a challenge. A couple weeks ago, we released the SEM report, and I'm really looking to see which call tracking company would be willing to test with a few dealers prior to AAS the ability to send call outcomes into GA by department, like depending on the auto attendant. So if they hit an IVR and say 1 for service, I want the event to say mobile phone call service. And if they press 2 for sales, I want the Google Analytics event to say mobile call sales. The reason why this is important is I have not seen a single implementation of click to call in Google Analytics determine which department the call was for, and that's going to be really important to share at AAS. So if we can do it, it will really be a nice follow-up to the SEM research report. This week, this report is specific about one product. And hey, Brian Hudson, what's up? We got a lot of Brians here on the call. Love it. I was just out in Colorado yesterday with the A to Z Sync team. I'll follow up. I have a couple comments there. But breaking for today is we just released the Autoweb research report, and it also shows the data that we released in the research report that third-party marketplaces have a unique and re-energized role in automotive marketing because they represent a very clean data set by which we can connect with in-market shoppers. And so what I want you to understand is I'm going to post a link right now. There we go. And there's the link to show you how to get a copy of that latest research report. Now, the reason why I bring this up is, thank you, Alan. We lost sound for a second. Okay. The reason why I bring this up is that as dealers retool their marketing strategies, they need to be using data-driven answers to how do I get my marketing dollars to connect with more in-market shoppers. And what we saw is that based on the way the average Google SEM campaign is run, 4 or 5 weeks ago, released a report, most of the outcomes are for service. And then we saw when you overlay the audience of a third-party marketplace, Dean's on the live stream, like cars.com, Cox has in-market audience as well, the performance increases because you're only advertising to people who demonstrated recent auto shopping behaviors. This is the same with Autoweb. Now, Autoweb, you may know some of their portfolio of websites, including Autoweb. And so, once again, we're really excited to again doubly prove that dealers should not have an adversarial relationship with third-party marketplaces. They should be leveraging those audience for outstanding results. And I heard it again just recently, someone bemoaning and saying, if it wasn't for third-party market or my inventory, third-party marketplaces wouldn't exist. And all I have to say is get over yourself, because Amazon is a third-party marketplace. Travel Velocity is a third-party marketplace. TripAdvisor, a third-party marketplace. Consumers use marketplaces all the time. And yes, the person who organizes that marketplace makes money, but everyone makes money in an ecosystem. And well, it's very interesting once you read the Autoweb report. Again, it reinforces that we shouldn't be looking at marketplace websites negatively. We should be looking at, man, they've done an amazing job of creating a brand that drives people there who absolutely are shoppers. And I need to connect with those people, because if I just buy my dealership name, if I buy a Honda dealer near me, guess what? Most of those outcomes are for service, yet fixed ops is benefiting without really paying for it. So the first piece of news I wanted to share with you was the release of that report. And so that's important. The second thing I wanted to really announce, I'm super excited about the Automotive Cxo Summit. Now, this is only for C-suite executives of dealer groups of 10 stores or more. It's the day before the AAA Summit. And I've put together an amazing series of conversations. I want you to think of it as a Power 20 group or a mastermind group, although mastermind groups can mean many things to different people. But here's the interesting point. Dealer group consolidation is happening amazingly quickly. A lot of the small, even mid-sized groups are being gobbled up. And there are special conversations that need to have happened with larger dealer groups, 10 stores or more. So one of the interesting things is there's been a lot of hype about Techion, and we're going to be having dealers come to the CXO Summit who've cut over to Techion. And we're also going to have some dealers who looked at Techion and say, no, it didn't work. It wasn't for me. But it's going to be interesting because there's been a lot of hype around the potential of consolidating software to create operational efficiencies. And there's a lot of people on either side of the fence. GM, for example, is an investor in Techion. So we're going to be getting together an amazing list of CEOs, CFOs, COOs, CMOs, chief marketing officers from dealer groups. We're going to be talking about rethinking VIN-based advertising. It's going to be a breakthrough conversation. We have budgets for reconditioning. We know how much money to put in each vehicle to optimize our profits. But it's very interesting when you look at the way most dealers advertise. There can be vehicles that you're spending $1,000 to advertise, and others you're spending nothing. What if there was a new framework? What if there was a new framework that you could cap the ad spend per VIN based on a value that you believe you could recover from that? I mentioned yesterday I was in Denver meeting with the team from A to Z Sync, who are pioneering. They're the tip of the spear, bringing amazing data on single point of contact, a new sales framework. And George Magda, thank you for jumping on. Dean, you've been in the OEM side as well. I hope you're still on the live stream. Here's an interesting point. For at least the last 16 years that I've been in automotive retail, the holy grail or the prize that most dealers talk about or hear about, in my ears is, I want great customer satisfaction. I want strong employee retention. I want to be able to maximize my profits and create a sustainable business, right? And I hear this over and over and over again. But how come 16 years later, we're still chasing that elusive prize. Well, one of the presentations at the CXO Summit will be dealers who move to a single point of contact sales process. In fact, Chip Perry really believes the reason why we're still chasing the prize is fundamentally the architecture of automotive retail has to change, because in the current framework, there's unavoidable delays and waste that happens. And he believes that we're trying to throw technology on a broken framework of base operations. We're going to have Andrew Walzer there at the conference talking about their specific investments to revolutionize automotive retail. Of course, the Schomp organization is one of the key leaders in single point of contact. But when we get the C-suite executives from the largest dealer groups together in one room, we get to talk about some amazing things. We're going to definitely talk about the breakthroughs in formless websites. Kevin Fry and others are going to be sharing their experience of removing the form, removing the roadblock, removing the stop sign that says, sorry, no one's here online to help you with your business. We're also going to be talking about some breakthrough thoughts. I'm going to be resharing my Google SEM report, but I'm also going to be introducing a new framework that I believe is extremely important, is moving the dealership from an email foundation to a messaging foundation. This is super important for the future of automotive retail, which will impact dealer groups. We know how many emails we get a day, and we know how many emails we don't respond to. And in a business world, time is money. There has been some breakthroughs and tasting of the prize of messaging, especially in service, increasing the throughput of the service drive by messaging customers with vehicle condition reports and images of their vehicles to get approvals quicker. But it seems to be in a very piecemeal way. What would happen if you rebuilt the dealership with a messaging first strategy? How much more efficient could it be, especially if you eliminated forms on a website and you decided to serve in real time instead of chase later? The CXO Summit is amazing in what we're going to be able to accomplish. Man, it is awesome. Now, I wanted to let you know that I'm going to give you a link to this as well, because I think it's important. Let me just post that link in. I recently announced the new skills building courses, 2 specific courses now for automotive dealership leaders. And if anybody wants to give an amen and let me feel somewhat happy, I really believe that dealership managers need coaching on how to inspect and manage their marketing investments. Okay. I don't know about you, but my experience is that, people are getting promoted all the time, and they're really not prepared to manage all the complexities of their marketing budgets. And this is for GMs, dealer principals, GSMs. And I want to have a course teaching them not to get in the weeds, but how to, manage your dealership better. And then the second course is for marketing managers. That is the Automotive Marketing Strategies course. And here's the cool thing, and I hope you will love this concept, is that if you attend the Automotive Analytics and Attribution Summit, if you attend the Automotive Analytics and Attribution Summit and sign up for this program, the course is free. Now, you can spend $1,500 if you can't make the AAAS Summit. If you can't make the AAAS, that's fine. But I want you to take a look at the conference schedule for the AAAS. It is amazing of all the content we're going to have for 3 days in beautiful Palm Beach. I put a link in there for the Automotive Attribution Summit. But here's the news. This is limited time. That's why I wanted to do a breaking news live stream. If you say, I want to be part of that mentoring course, you can spend $1,500, which is well worth it, or come to the AAS and you can be part of it. What is the course? It's 4 months. Every other week, live coaching with online training and videos for you to watch to improve your management skills if you're a GM, GSM, dealer principal, or your tactical marketing skills if you're a marketing director or a CMO. So it's 2 specific courses. It's $1,500 each. Or you can just buy a ticket for the AAAS Summit and come and engage with the team. Let's see. We got a note here from Alan Cooper. It's cultural change that has to have the entire dealership unified to incorporate sales in fixed ops immersion. Yes. It is an interesting play, Alan, because you also mentioned here about the single point of contact, right? And I think that it's a breakthrough when dealers understand that you can do it if you can merge the technology together. And that's what A to Z Sync is doing, is empowering dealers to reimagine. And I don't know if you agree with me or not. Those of you on the live stream or watch later, isn't this the best time to retool your dealership? Isn't this the best time to retool your dealership? Let me explain. Number one, you have the least amount of people. You've let go a lot of people. The people that you have are at their highest productivity levels. They're happy. You're making the most money that you've ever made. You're making the most money that you've ever made. And because there's less cars, there's less busy work, and this is a low-risk time to change your operating framework. Here's the reason. If I told you that the Holy Grail, the prize that you've been seeking, which is greater customer satisfaction, higher employee retentions, higher gross, and a sustainable business, could be achieved through single point of contact. If you were going to do an experiment, isn't this the best time? Almost every car you have is being sold within probably 30 days. Your turn rates are amazing. Consumers coming out of the pandemic are expecting automation, time savings. They reimagine retail, whether it's at Best Buy or Home Depot. Automotive retail is really been reimagined. George Magda, please, I'm putting you on the screen. Boom. The best time to fix a roof? When it's not raining. Or let's put it this way, George. When's the best time to fix a roof? When it's sunny and you're making a lot of money and you have the smallest team ever. This is the time to reimagine what the retail experience could look like. And at the CXO Summit and at AAS, we're going to have workshops and dealers. Here's the key. Dealers who have moved to a single point of contact, and they're going to share their stories. It's not a pitch, but really A to Z Sync is the only company that's really spearheading the consulting. Like, how do you put guardrails over that? Now, here's my general feeling. Number one fear is I'm going to lose gross. And the answer is no, you won't. And the second biggest fear, I believe, and that is the fear of the unknown. I don't know how to do it. And here's the cool thing. If you wanted to lose weight and you just say, like me, I'd like to lose 10 pounds. If I had a trainer working with me for the next 90 days, kept on me, hold me accountability, breaking patterns, in 90 days, I'm sure I would lose 10 pounds. With the right coaching, with the right framework, with the right mental maps, change can happen. And of course, you wouldn't know how to do it because you never did it before. These are just some of the topics that are going to be at the Automotive Cxo Summit. But here's what I wanted to just reinforce for everyone. is that the Automotive Analytics and Attribution Summit will be the automotive retail event of the year. This is high power conversations. The agenda is outstanding, and I just want to make sure everyone understands that we have an amazing lineup of speakers and content. It's November in Palm Beach. The weather is beautiful. The Palm Beach is right on the ocean. John, here's John mentioned something here. Easier to fix the car off the track than on the track. Now is the best time. Yeah, to experiment, to understand what's under the hood, especially for marketing. You know, it was an interesting story. Someone called in to the company to basically complain about my Google research report. And they said, hey, everyone has to make a living, but, my clients have been reading. Oh, yeah, there we go. My clients read your report and they're changing their spending. And well, basically was upset. Paul DeVries from Holland, welcome. Actually called to say that since I shared the facts, their dealers made adjustments to make their marketing more effective. And he was mad at me because it impacted his, I guess, income. At the end of the day, anybody who knows me over the last 16 years, I've shared research that has blown up my own company. You know what I mean? It's like blown literally, like once the research on Google came up, you know how much work we've been doing at our own agency, recreating new goals, breaking up goals from hard to soft conversions. It's a lot of work. And I wonder why we were having a little delay there, but a lot of work to make sure our dealers are getting more sales opportunities, not just clicks and conversions that are all for fixed ops. So it's absolutely time for us as an industry to really rethink what we're doing and get together, really get together and make it an opportune time for learning. This is absolutely what we're doing. Here's another comment from Alan here. Low inventory. The best of the sales staff are still at the dealership. Perfect timing also to build a pipeline for factory orders for the captive. Wow. Hey, Alan, that's another thing that we're doing. And you bring it up. What should you be doing as a marketing company? Right now, you should be working with your clients to do custom order campaigns, to do factory orders on behalf of individual consumers. Believe it or not, everyone knows that inventory is tight. I tried to get an Audi e-tron for one of my friends. There was one in the area in the whole East Coast that matched his requirement. The dealer wanted $5,000 over MSRP, and supply and demand, I guess. But the bottom line is if you're not in a rush, ordering a car gets cars. So, it's amazing. It's amazing that more and more marketing agencies aren't talking to their clients about deliberate, everyone's talking about buy your car. How about order and custom order your car to make sure you get it? Cassie, dealers are finally getting to talk about fixed ops right now. Yes. I hope, Cassie, your entire sales team have sent out that Google SEM report. I hope so, because it really shows that dealers need call management systems, not just to coach salespeople, but to understand the outcomes of their marketing and how much fixed ops is really taking out of their marketing budget unless you change your framework. And like I said, there was a dealer called up the other day arguing with me that he thinks that buying the dealership name and buying like Honda near me and Honda dealer is great for sales. And I said, listen, the data says that the majority of that is for service. So let service pay for those campaigns. I'm not saying stop it, but don't expect those high conversion campaigns to be about sales. It's like, let the data direct your decision making. Christopher has a comment here. You're also prepping your team now with a stronger process and training. Yes, when things amp up and get better, of course, it's a great time to have a new framework that can achieve the prize. That's the key. Thank you, Christopher. Why not use this time to retool your business to be able to reach the prize? So I want to, again, just remind anyone who is working at a dealer group of 10 or more stores, make sure that you consider getting registered for the Automotive Cxo Summit. It's invite only. Invite only. So if you want to, if you are a C-suite executive, you need to send me an email and introduce yourself and come on through. Dean has a comment here as well. There's some dealer groups with over 5,000 pre-orders in the system. Yeah. So they realized, that's right. They realized that, hey, if I can't get the inventory, why don't I move to a pre-order? Now, of course, dealers can't fake those orders. They can get a lot of trouble for that. You know, like if you're doing an OTT campaign with fuel, why wouldn't you say, listen, inventory is short, but at our dealership, we can do a custom order for you and get you at the head of the line. That's a great video message. You know, you just say, hey, you've heard inventory levels, dealership lots are empty, but at XYZ dealership, we have a solution for you. Come on in, let's custom order your vehicle, get your car exactly the way you want it in the head of the line, and don't overpay. That's a great message. That's a timely message. That's a relevant message. So who do you get that message in front of? How about, you know, for Dean would say, let's get that message in front of the people who are on cars.com in the last month who are out looking for cars. You know, I had one other comment. I was thinking about this because lately a few of my friends have been asking me to find them cars. And here's what I've been telling them. I said, you know, just go onto a marketplace website and search and see how many cars are in the area. I think the data is going to show this out. Since I've been to some of my clients' websites and they have 1 of this and 3 of this and 5 of this, I think traffic to third-party marketplaces during this recent time is going up. And here's the reason why. When they go to their local dealer, there's no inventory. They can't find exactly what they want. So they have to literally go to a marketplace website. Any dealer during this inventory shortage who thinks they should cut third-party marketplaces is absolutely missing this consumer shopping experience. That just hit me recently because people said, I wanted this car. And I said, okay, let me go to this dealer in Stewart. Let me go to this dealer in Miami. And I'm like, hey, they don't have any cars. They don't have any cars. So I was like, well, you better just go to Marketplace and see what you can find. Because, and hold on, what happens that this inventory shortage has been going on really for almost a year and maybe go for another 6 months? What happens when 18 months of behavior is reinforced at marketplaces like AutoTrader, Cars.com, Car Gurus, KBB are the best place to even find the car that you want? What happens if that goes on for another few more months? Isn't that going to again reinforce the value of marketplace websites? Yeah. So there's a lot going on. So again, for those of you who are always looking for new updated research, make sure you get a copy of the new Autoweb research report. You can just go to brianpash.com. If you are a dealership manager and you would like to do a 4-month online training kicking off at AAS, you can sign up for the Automotive Marketing Management. If you want to be a better marketing manager, there's the Automotive Marketing Strategies course, limited to 25 people. It kicks off at the Automotive Analytics and Attribution Summit, and you can definitely join the course. You could pay $1,500 for either course, or you could just sign up and attend the AAAS Summit. We're going to have some initial kickoff classes during the summit, and then we'll follow up for the next 4 months online. I hope it is absolutely an opportunity for everyone to continue their learning. I just want to encourage everyone who is going from the vendor community, the OEM community, and the dealer community to the AAAS Summit, please go to the website and click on hotel. Let's just do that right now. You just click on hotel and scroll down and go ahead and book your stay. Okay. It's a special room block rate, and I don't want you to run out of discounts for the room. Okay. That's all for now, team. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I'm super excited about the new Autoweb report. I'm super excited about the CXO Summit because the people who've already committed for the CXO Summit is outstanding. And we're going to have some amazing conversations in a very private setting. And then best of all, at night, I'm bringing out some 6-liter bottles of wine. Come on. Can anybody give me an amen for 6-liter bottles of wine? Some vintage 6-liter bottles. We're going to have an amazing wine dinner with the C-suite execs from the largest dealer groups. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the AAA Summit, the best automotive educational experience, period. And hope to see you all there. Everyone, have a great weekend. We are blessed to have so many great colleagues in this industry who've been encouraging Carrie and I during these challenging times as Carrie's going through starting her chemo in 2 weeks. Thanks everyone who's been praying, encouraging, sending notes and cards to Carrie. Her spirits are really high, and we're going to head back down to Florida in about 2 weeks. She'll start her chemo. She'll be done by the end of the year. So we're really blessed about that we caught it early. She's feeling good, and she will be at the AAAS Summit for sure. She wouldn't want to miss it. So thanks everyone for your prayers, your concerns, your notes, and thanks and suggestions. It's been fabulous, and I'm really pumped about the community that we have. Let's protect it. Let's encourage each other, and I hope to see you all very soon in Palm Beach in November at the AAAS Summit. Take care.